Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another game of Age of Empires. This one on Four Lakes, or Cross as many of us call it here. We are going to have Apollo in the blue as the Britons, very close to the water on this side, which is quite nice. I really like that whenever you start close to a pond. I think it makes it a lot more feasible to jump on water early. And against Steve Z? Interesting name, my fellow friend. So, really quickly, while we are starting into this one, the Britons are a foot archer civilization, one of the best in the game. Town centers costing 50% less wood in Castle Age is a lot of saved wood for an archer civilization. Very, very powerful and quite a nice eco bonus. Foot archers also, excluding skirmishers, get +1 range in Castle and Imperial for a total of +2. Shepherds working an additional 25% faster will actually up their timing as well as far as their early eco. Longbow, which is an awesome archer unit here for them as a unique unit. Yeoman is the Castle Age tech, which is +1 foot archer range units, +2 for tower attack. Werewolf trebuchets do blast damage, which can be devastating. And their archery ranges work faster, so yeah, cannot beat that one. The other side, I believe, was the Aztecs. And the Aztecs are an infantry and monk civilization. Villagers do carry +5 resources. Military units create 10% faster, +5 monk hit points per monastery technology researched, which is quite powerful. One of the best, probably the best monks in the game. I'm sure that's debatable with a few civs, but definitely one of the best. Probably top #1 for me. But their unique unit is Jaguar Warrior, extremely high attack for those. Atlatl, which is a skirmisher, +1 range and +1 attack. It's nice. Garland War is +4 infantry attack. The team bonus is relics will generate +33% of gold. Also, for those of you not familiar, Aztecs, Mayans, and Incas are Meso civilizations and get Eagle Warriors at the start, as opposed to the traditional Scout. Eagle Warriors are very effective against archers, very effective raiding units, not so good against melee units. So, Apollo asked us to observe his play. So, for this game, folks, we will observe from his point of view. We will occasionally click out to see what Stevie is up to, or Stevesy is up to. However, we're going to observe his view lock, we're going to observe his scouting, we're going to observe everything that he's doing to try to help him improve, as it were. I am no pro, so do not think that I am. I am like I don't know what I'm 1150 right now, 1v1. You know, not that good, but I will help where I can. Sometimes it's just good to have someone else's opinion. So, here we are. My personal build for any hybrid map, I would then go into a lot more wood a lot sooner than I normally would. And what I mean by this is, I do think bringing in the boar is appropriate here. However, on this map, you're not going to put a mill down, so definitely getting on to water first. And we're going to remove Ulok real quick, because he's doing a good job of scouting and seeing what his map is. Okay, builds houses way over here. Problem 1. Apollo. It is a fine place to build houses, but I'm not sure I like all this idle time. You are going to need to wall up, but to get... We'll see, it does not... Probably not going to idle your TC for that long, so it's not that big of a deal. But...
Ready.
Drop it right here. Like, get one down. You want to wall up with some, fine. Do that in a little bit. But that was a long walk for this villager. A lot of idle time for this villager at this present moment. And at this stage of the game, every second is crucial. Also, you're putting a mill down on a hybrid map. Not a fan of this. Do it later.
Yay.
And you could have had a range, or sorry, a dock up. As you see, Steve C's doing, although he also built a mill. Guys, control of water with the units that produce and only fish will always be better than a mill that you have to send villagers to. This boar lore is going to be successful.
Mandatum. Ready.
Yep, he's good. Good.
Greeting.
But you saw how this villager walked from here to here and then back over here.
Ready.
This is our guy. There's a lot of idle time. Before, 10 minutes, you're probably not going to see military in your base, except for the starting scout, Eagle Scout in this case. And maybe if you're playing Lithuanians and they're doing a really big drush, if they start with additional food, maybe you could see it. That's unfortunate pathing. Michael Feb16, thank you for subscribing again, good sir, as that's for your 13th month in a row. I appreciate your support, good sir. I probably will be done casting after this game if you'd like to play, sir. Alright, so we are going to continue following what Apollo is doing here, more so than Steve C. Doc is going up here. Doc up here hasn't done any good. He is about to get a fishing ship out, but without the mill, without this 100 food, could have been a little bit better. Not exactly a fight you want to take. Running away is the right move here. As far as scouting goes, I don't want view lock. Scouting is very good on this side, as we see where we can wall off. This is very good, yes. Very good indeed. I like your scouting. Your scouting is good. Oh no. Let's see how to phrase this.
Greeting. Yay. Mandatum. Greeting. Yay.
I don't know what to say about this. This is another mill. I mean, yes, you are gonna get a good bit of food income here, but there's so much more food in the water. It also only requires fish and chips. To each their own, I guess, on this one. I don't like mills at all on hybrid maps. Like, I will build one when I'm floating wood, but I will have like one villager on it until Imperial Age, until it's all taken down. This is unfortunate, but there's not enough villager here to shoot you down, so that's quite nice. But you see this, what Steve Z is doing here? He has been producing eco units, and he's been producing eco units. He is still in the Dark Age, which is not ideal, but yeah, we have a low ELO situation going on right there. But, I mean, nonetheless, I do think that getting your dock up and not milling, if you are going to mill, just mill one. You can let your villagers walk a little bit. This is a nice touch, doing some shore fishing. I don't mind that play. You have invested into some walls, Apollo, and you are going to invest in some more, which I think is the right play as Britons against Aztecs, especially if they are having a competent rush against you. But you've... oh no, don't stonewall. Stone walls are not ideal. And here's why. You have 200 stone at the beginning of the game. You can drop 2 town centers if you so choose. Stonewalling, you're not going to get anyone to take out stone walls right now. Yes, you're going to be very safe and defensive. But palisade wall, house wall, don't spend your stone. Then you're going to have to go on stone. We'll see where this goes. But I mean, you're still safe. You're still fine. I would definitely say don't stonewall. Don't build 2 mills either. I would rather you send three villagers to just collect these, and let them collect one at a time, and idle them back. The shorefish play I do like, because it is a very quick food income here, and you are going to be able to click up fairly soon. You do need to get some military numbers out at some point in time here, as you are just going to stonewall everything with some house walls. There's nothing wrong with this either. I mean, from what I'm seeing here, you are a little bit lower ELO. If I had to guess right now, I'd say like 900-ish ELO.
Greeting.
I think there's a hole. There's definitely a hole. Have to watch out for holes. There's always a hole though. There's always a hole. You also have like a very weird shift clicking thing going on here, I think. Okay, you are going out to gold. Which is good. You are producing a lot of villagers. You are getting your boats up. Oh, good, good. Send a villager over here to dock. These are all good things. Alright, so we have 9 fishing ships on this side to your 5, though. So if you would have not built a mill, or 1 mill at least, if you would have built 1 mill, say you wanted to mill the berries, but you are about to run out of food, which is fine. You know, this is another 100. Another fishing ship. Oh, you're going for a 3rd pond, and you're gonna snipe a vill. Yeah, see how he ran his villager back on this hill? Yeah, you want to do that yourself. You should be fine here, though. You have a second vill over here as well, so you're gonna take 2 pawns. Oh my god, you're going for all 4. All right, so your play here is definitely very nice. I like what you're doing here. You're going for full-on water aggression, which I do not mind at all. But you have left yourself very vulnerable to attack at this point. If Steve C here had produced 3-4 eagles, you would be your economy would be devastated right now. So definitely be careful with how you're walling. I believe you just use 1 villager and either shift clicked or clicked him onto the next one, because this is walled, but it's, you know, between the both of them, what, 50 HP? And this isn't walled. Stone walls, again, not my favorite touch in the world. 1 idleville there, not bad. Your villager count has been good. You have been keeping pretty constant production. Oh. You didn't see that dock, which is fine. You are going to go for this duck. If you're going to do anything here, I would build like 1 fire ship and just set it in there and make him build multiple, thinking that you're building up a force in there, hoping that he expels quite a bit of resources on that. This one, I really like this one. I really do, but you're not producing a fire ship out of this one. This is where you need a fire ship or some demos or something to really kill off some of his food eco. Walls. Lots of wall problems still. Alright, yeah. So see what you're doing here. I would just cancel this galley, and I would build fish or military up here, save your resource on this galley. This galley's gonna die. You've pretty much lost this pawn as it is, given that he beat you to the punch there, killed your 1 fishing ship. Now you could still win it back, but it's not gonna be easy. Yes, galley to patrol here is good. Maybe just 1 ship to patrol here to make sure there's no one else first. But other than that, pretty good. I would like to point out that you have 1,800 food right now. 300 gold, and you're not clicking up the Castle Age. You definitely, whenever you have the... Oh, you did not even have the buildings, so blacksmith is up, and now you're getting your triple barracks. Oh boy. Okay. So I know you have a ton of food right now. You probably can produce out of all 3 of these at one time. And okay, you did realize that you are going to Castle Age. Okay.
Ready.
Good, good. Alright. I mean, this is, you're getting some demos in here, so you can definitely contest water. If winning water is your goal, that's a solid plan. You should definitely garrison this out, though. He's still collecting with this, and you want to prevent this from happening. Alright. This is going to pop out, and... Oh, I don't like the trash talk here, but I suppose if you are comfortable with it, go for it. Yeah, this is gonna be fine here. This is nice here as well. So you are doing a really good job controlling some water here. You are gonna kill off a significant amount of his eco. Your eco is just now gonna catch up though. So your eco has been behind slightly. Not by a lot, but slightly. You are going up, which is good. You are going barracks as Britons, which I guess, I don't know if you've seen this. Have you seen the Eagles? You haven't even scouted that he has a barracks yet. So, you did lose your scout, which is fine. It happens a lot, but maybe try to get some more scouting, some additional scouting information on what your opponent is doing, because right now you're just in the blind. And yeah, he is gonna make eagles, and I mean, this is a bad idea for him. He's just gonna lose some HP here. He's never gonna take this dock down with what he's got here. So for Stevesy, I would strongly recommend not using eagles to take out a dock when you have your own dock there. You are getting War Galley, which is a very nice upgrade. However, I'm not sure it's necessary. You control 3 pawns. You are killing this dock, and you're contesting this one. For which this time, he's already taken most of the fish here on this dock. Now, I mean, I get that you are going to control this, but you do not have any units on the ground yet. You are going to a second town center, which is nice. So I can't be upset about too much with what you're doing. You are going to destroy him on water. You are going to have a huge eco lead here as far as water goes. More fishing chips. Finish this off and add fishing chips. And I wouldn't even add fishing chip up here, but I guess you can. You are investing a lot into water, of which you should only be investing into this pond right now. And you're good. This is fishing chips. This is fishing chips. Okay. I like this. You're doing very good on the waters here. You are going to take quite a lot of HP. Oh. Okay, yes, we've realized now. Very good. That dock will go down as well. Please tell me you scout this one. You do. Very good. You're also able to deny some wood here if you need be. Eagles are in though, and here's your problem. Again, you did get your walls up finally, but you have no military units out. Here you're getting all your upgrades first. As Britons, archers early are always quite advisable, because they are so good. That ram is actually going to take out that, which doesn't hurt that much either. Please react. Please react. Please react. You don't see this. See what you're looking at? As again, you're microing your ships in a pond that you will always lose now, because alright, you've realized. Oh no, you're just putting down more buildings. You already have a bunch of barracks. You should just queue up units. Okay, you did queue up, but you queued up 15. Alright. Hold on. Okay. You queued up 14 in 1 barracks. You have barracks not doing anything. Make sure when you control group these, down here, this button, and then you can just hit this button, or you can hit control whatever your hotkey is for your barracks. Control Alt B if that's your hotkey to actually grab all of your barracks, and then you can just hit, after you hit that, you have the option to hit, ASD to produce units, or you can just hold Shift and click it with the mouse, and you'll queue them up equally across all of your barracks, which would be advisable. So right now, you do have some upgrades. Okay, you're getting longsword in here, which is fine. You are queuing up separately now. Okay, so you have realized your issue. You are starting to queue up quite a lot of man-at-arms, so you will clean this up quite handily. You are gonna clean him off water, which is really nice. So he sneaked docked over here. You gotta patrol these units to make sure that doesn't happen again. Long swords, must love long swords. All right, now let's see these units move forward. You have the counter unit, you have the eco. You are up by quite a lot. Your score is kind of deceiving because you are owning some water, but probably like, oh, see, patrol. Oh, a castle on this side, so you should notice this at some point in time when he attacks it. Oh, you got another villager up here. Very nice. I would not invest into another dock here, though. Don't think it's worthwhile. Okay, your military is idle right now. You are building some mass, which is fine, but I would definitely try to send some forward, or especially you saw where he came in here, or I hope that you have an idea of where he came in here. There's a hole right here in between these trees. Could run in again. Maybe move them forward at least. Try to patrol them in your base. Nonetheless, I mean, you are doing a pretty good job. Your eco is a little bit out of whack. You have too much on wood, not enough on food for lumberjacks. No hole there that I can see. Another town center, which is fine. You can definitely produce out of more. You are at a very low villager count, I feel like, at this point. But you haven't been producing them. You've been doing a lot of stuff on water, which is nice. Okay, so you realize the hole. You have a lot of barracks that you're not producing out of. So you have invested quite a bit of wood into these. Again, you have way too many on wood. This is a common problem that I even struggle with. Like all these villagers, you should just build a million farms right now. Build as many farms as you can. Once you get about done with this fish, I hope to see some fish traps come out. We are going to see you knocked off of water. Oh, well, just as I say it, here they come. They are not, they are upgraded, so we did get the fire galley. And you do get another dock up here, which is nice, but again, not going to do a whole lot. He is going to dock this pond and be able to do quite a bit over here as well. So he is contesting water again. This one was preventable by patrolling. This, you patrolled right into a castle, so you know it's here. You move these units away. You have the massive military lead. You may not think you do, because he has eagle warriors, but they are weak against your longswords. I also know that you've been using your blacksmith, so you've been doing a really good job there. Again, you have 16 on stone. I haven't seen a single archer upgrade, and Britain longbows are useless. You could put some forward castles up to get some map control, but I think your big issue, which I think a lot of people have struggled with, especially that I've been casting, even myself, you are not using villagers as precisely as they need to be used. 16 on stone. Listen, if you're going for a longbow masterpiece, I would love to see it. But alright, yes, this is good. So you do realize that you have a lot on here. You are going to go ahead and get a lot up. Early aggression would be something that I would recommend. Start to get a lot more military out for both of you, both players here. You deny another dock, which is nice. Alright, you do have a forward one villager castle here. This secures you nothing. I don't like this castle at all. This pond is not all that important at this stage of the game, and you are losing. You have lost this pond. You're going to lose this pond, it looks like. trying to protect this one isn't really all that crucial at the moment. But this is just a bad castle. A bad castle. I mean, at least put it on the hill. And,
Mandatum.
yeah, I think what's going to happen, if I have to predict, is he's just going to rage you to death eagles. He is also getting outlateral skirms, which is nice because he knows that you are going very heavy on barracks units because he scouted some of your barracks. And anytime you see multiple barracks from another player, you should have a pretty good idea what's coming. Imperial Age comes in for Stevesy. He's done a very good job expanding his eco. Also winning back pawns. And if you would have made, you had tons of food earlier, if you would have made more units and sent them into his base, even if they don't accomplish a lot, but they force him into making more military on land, he would not be in the position that he's in right now. Okay, this, gonna see, we are starting to see fletching and padded archer armor come in. So yeah, you haven't got any archer upgrades until this point as Britons. You are gonna try to contestedly get this pawn back, which is not a bad play, but again, the issue is more land eco-wise. And yep, here come the now Eagle Warriors, soon to be Elite Eagle Warriors sometime soon, and Jaguars. We got Jaguars, folks. Jaguar Warriors out. Very good spot. You are going to wall that in time, which is extremely, that was close. You're not wrong, but I melt your houses. Oh, look at the queue. So many long swords. I love it. But you already have a bunch of long swords. Okay, let's see how you do here. Garrison into the town center. You are sending villagers to build another very bad castle, in my opinion. Your castle placements could improve. This does nothing here but protect this wood line. At this rate, this town center will go down. You are going to get over here in time, try to save all your villagers though. And you will take out his army that he has pressured you with, which is good. Because you're going to melt those eagles. You're going to get them before a lot of the upgrades come in. And actually, he's just going to run more eagles into his death. Castle still don't like it. Castle back here, I mean, you could be pressuring back here. You could have built something, barracks, stable, anything there, which would have been good. You are going to clean up a lot of this, though. He does have some Imperial Age upgrades. You have just now clicked the Imperial Age, which is quite significantly different in time. So, alright, this is when you need to push. Right now. Same as last time. After you win a fight, you need to get out and you need to try to push. Try to be aggressive. And you may be over-aggressive at times and it may kill you, but you have to keep the foot on the gas.
Ready.
Alright. Longbows are coming out. Very good. I don't like the stone walls here. You've lost this. I don't think you're winning this back. I would stop producing anything on water. I think, as you can see, you have a bunch of idols. Actually, you have 29 idols. Just shift through my idol villager button. This is all basically dead eco. They might as well not be in the game right now. So I would definitely advise making sure you know what your idol villager button is. Would advise. Oh, you have noticed some of them. You were at 29. Now you only have 21. Okay. So you are noticing some problems. Monastery, okay, maybe going to go for some relics. 26, you have 35 long swordsmen. Please send them forward. Here is another huge issue. I've touched on it briefly. You have no scouting. You do not know what your players on the opposing side is doing. whatsoever. You do not know. You can't even see all these farms. This is a spectator bug. You still think, you still, last time you were here is Dark Age, or Feudal Age, berries. Alright, you're gonna spot some of the things that he's doing now, but killing off a few vills at this point isn't really gonna help you. I mean, you guys are, you have so much military. So, aggression is key for you at this point. Also, attacking earlier when you have numbers. Like here, you're just wasting longbows against this town center. If you had all of your long swords over there, you would be fine. Your eco balance hasn't been that bad at all. I think it's okay. Stop stonewalling in your base, please. This castle, I like this castle. This is a much better castle. Much better castle. It's the first good castle I've seen you place, to be honest. But now we have elite eagle warriors against longswords, which are now two-handed swordsmen actually, which is nice. I would hope to see. Got elite longbow coming in too. This military could do some damage, but you don't really know where his eco is, as he's kind of shifted a lot of it elsewhere. He even has elite jaguar warrior. Yeah, so I believe you're just going to get flooded with military. Population, you're down by, what, 30 population? 28 population? Military-wise, he outnumbers you now by quite a few. Now, to point out what you could do here, you've had lots of military for a very good portion of the game. Like this is doing nothing for you. His Jaguar Warriors will counter this as well. He's just going to treb it down. He's going to just destroy some barracks here. You had a few opportunities in this game, like so. Like right now, you don't even have ballistics in the, you need ballistics for archers, by the way. University, ballistics in Castle Age, and chemistry in Imperial Age. You're just going to get outnumbered and destroyed over here now. Eagles will run through and raid. The castle will go down. You're not having good engagement here because it's in a gap. You did ring the town bell. Eco everywhere just went idle. So now you have 60 idle villagers. Jaguar warriors just aren't safe as well. They will melt buildings. You're not patrolling your units. You just sent them to attack skirmishers. I don't know if you saw how all these two-handed swordsmen just walked past all this to attack one skirmisher, two skirmishers. You lost 8, 9, 10 units, no problem there. You also want to go for a composition of units such as your opponent here, where they have range and melee. Now your opponent here has gone far too heavily into his units. You either go Elite Jaguar Warrior or Elite Eagle Warrior. I would not go both. Probably just go Eagles to be safe. Elite Jaguar Warrior is not really what you want to see here. But yeah, as you can see, basically you lost this game due to lack of aggression, in my opinion. You still have a decent number of res, you still have units being queued. Town Bell hurts a lot. Just garrison 1 TC here with your hotkeys.
Ready.
You did do a lot of emphasis. That's a good castle too to secure that. That's not bad. So right now he's just ravishing your eco. It's all gone. You're down to 47 vills. He has 87. You have more idols than he does. He has the military count. All in all, I would recommend when you produce units, you only want to build as many production buildings as you can produce out of. So, I mean, I don't know the last time I've seen anyone build 7+ barracks, because you had 2 over here, so I think you had 9 barracks at one point. You have only produced out of them a few times, like as far as massive numbers. So it was a lot of investment there. You also, when you won a decent fight down here early with man-at-arms or longswords against the Eagle Warriors, you did not go forward. You just kind of turtled up in your base and kept playing defensively. You were fighting back on water. You are fighting back up here, which I do like, but you have lost 90% of your base now. Military that's up there actually needs to be down here. And with his mobility of Eagle Warriors, you're never going to catch up with him. I don't know what happened to these fishing ships. I assume that you deleted them. There is a fishing trap that you can actually build. Cost 70 wood, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, just to give you accurate advice here. Fish trap, right here. 100 food, or 100 wood. Gives you quite a bit of resources and actually keeps your units like this. Instead of going all the way across the map, you can build them right around the docks. So I'd recommend trying to use those a bit more. 24 vills, I mean, you're about to lose the other 11 over here because you're going... You've lost the game, yes, but there are many good things that I've seen. I have been probably overly critical. Just trying to offer some advice to you, though. I said I think you can definitely improve upon what I've seen. And like this is solid. You do have some range, and you do have some military melee. The concern here is your composition was very late. If you watch any of my other content, you'll see how a lot of players at different ELO ranges will go into Civ strengths. You didn't build a single crossbow or archer until castles went up, and I think it wasn't even until in Imperial Age. This fight especially, before you even saw these units fight, was going extremely well because you had archers behind your melee units. And right here, same thing. It's going to do quite a bit of damage. And see, you're winning fights now. You have a good composition, you're winning fights, but now you have absolutely no eco to back it up. So, improve upon a few things, and please don't stone wall like this. This is so much investment into stone. I mean, you had plenty of stone to invest into it. Fish traps would be nice. This castle is a really good castle. This castle is a really good castle. The castles back here, not a fan of. I do not mind defensive castles. This castle up here, yes, you are using it now, but you had it produced, and it was a lot longer before you produced anything out of it. Also, your archer units need ballistics and chemistry. But you are getting blacksmith upgrades, you are getting a lot of your upgrades, which is really good and encouraging to see. You can see how much damage these longbows are doing. And see, I mean, you're winning fights. You're winning fights convincingly after you've lost the game. You had not pushed, you had no aggression. You could have had those long swords, and you could have created some crossbows behind it. Or even had just feudal age archers move forward and do a ton of damage, because he did not wall at all. He played it very open. Without these castles and town centers up in the early game, you could have pressured all of his main resources. I really did like and enjoy your pressure on water. I think that was really solid. Scouting was disappointing. You didn't have a clue what was coming. You still don't really see... Maybe you see everything now, but it was a very long time before you even knew what he was going. You could have suspected eagles, and he could have went full skirms, and you would have had nothing but infantry, and it could have went really badly. So scouting, try to scout what your opponent is building. Try not to build as many production units until need be, or production buildings. You had 7 barracks. You did produce out of all of them, but it was far later. And like right now, even without an eco, you still have 1,300 wood. So you would have been able to build those later if need be. So you kind of overextended here. These eagles are going to crush these longbows now. But overall, I mean, again, lots of encouraging things out of Son I've seen here. Um, definitely be able to improve. Definitely a lot of good things. I saw very good water play. I really loved your aggression on water. Actually, you went for all four pawns. You actually won this pawn completely. You had won, actually, you won every pawn completely at one moment. Knight, one moment, sir. Let me finish my thoughts. But hello and welcome. So practice some build orders with certain civilizations. Britain's is a really good archer civilization, and like I said, you didn't build any archers
Ready.
until Castle Age, late Castle Age into Imperial Age. Um, expecting eagles, if you did expect eagles, you did go infantry line. You did have uh, that counter prepared, which is good. But archers, masked
Yay.
archers, are still going to do good against eagles in the early game. Eagle warriors are good, but they need to mass as well. And you get, 20 archers, crossbows, and then you add some man-at-arms line in front of that, and you would have been fine. You also could have really pressured him early game. If you rewatch some more of your Rex, I imagine you'll see some more of the same, where you just didn't press. You were not quite aggressive enough whenever it comes to certain times. And then you did not expand your eco as your opponent has. As you can see, he controlled 3/4 of the map. You did expand on water, which again, I really liked the aggression on water. I think that was solid. I think, like I said, you could have cut back a little bit, saved some resources a little bit here and there, and gone for more pressure on land. But all in all, Apollo, I'll let you give me some of your feedback, some of your opinions, and if you have another game for me to cast for you, I will. I did record this one, and if you're okay with it, Apollo, I will post it on YouTube. If not, we'll have a conversation about that. No worries, but just in case this does go to YouTube, make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe. Join the Discord community. Send me some of your recs so we can have some more games to cast. You guys have a good night.